Last week filed an appeal to the 5th District Court to step in. News 6 investigator Adriana Ivashinsky has been following this story since the very beginning. And Adriana, you spoke with local lawmakers about a new bill that is now in the works.
Yes, I did. The language is still being drafted, and there is a big meeting up in Tallahassee tomorrow with several people who have a stake in the guardianship issue. We're talking judges, guardians, families, representatives, and senators on both sides of the aisle.
So we've got a lot that we need to look at in order to make this program work.
State Senator Linda Stewart says she has a vested interest in guardianship reforms since Rebecca Firley's Orlando-based office falls right in her district.
There will be something done this year.
Can you guarantee that?
Yes.
Senator Stewart says she was floored when she learned not only how many guardianship cases Firley took on, but that she placed do not resuscitate orders on most of her clients and then double billed both them and Advent Health for her services to the tune of almost $4 million over a 10-year span.
There will be action taken because we can't allow this to continue.
Just last week, Firley's attorney filed these appeals to the Fifth Circuit Court, stating Florida law is actually on Firley's side when it comes to the DNR issue, stating once appointed, guardians are not required to get the court's or client's permission to order a DNR.
That's going to change.
News 6 has learned right now Florida State Senator Kathleen Passidomo and Florida Representative Colleen Burton are working on a bill that would add more oversight on guardians.
It is certainly not acceptable and would not be acceptable to any guardian that I've talked to, that I've dealt with, to issue a DNR order over the objection of a ward and their family.
A state investigative report filed in July revealed Firley admitted it was common for her to file DNR orders regularly on her clients and that for her it was an issue of quality of life over quantity. Senator Passidomo says her bill would require state guardians to have to get a court order no matter what.
It's unthinkable to me that someone would do this, but now we're going to have to put this in statute just to make sure nobody else does.
And Senator Stewart says she will back up her fellow senators on this mission and plans to co-sponsor the bill. She says what happened under Firley's watch should never be allowed to happen again.
I think that this person took advantage of our seniors and they really need to be protected. And if we're going to rely on guardianship to be the protector, then we need to make sure that we are protecting them and that there are accountability in place for our guardians.
And of course, there is also federal legislation being presented up in Washington to strengthen guardianship laws across the country. U.S. Representatives Darren Soto and Charlie Crist are leading the charge on that. And I'll have more on what Representative Soto has to say about this push to change Florida's guardianship laws and also the change one head judge is making in his district to make sure that they can monitor guardianship cases better in the future. All of that is coming up tonight at 7 o'clock and also on